Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I nostri programmi sono offerti in multilingue. Consultate suprememastertv.com/schedule.
As he was approaching retirement, John Cox realized he had a special calling to solve mobility issues for disabled animal people and their caregivers. He founded a charitable organization for fundraising and partnered with a company that makes customized wheelchairs for our furry friends. John Cox, provider of wheelchairs for animal people. Please continue watching to learn about improving the quality of life by restoring the ability to move freely and easily.
Go ahead and make war. Turn the whole world against you.
Velkommen, it means welcome in a dialect of Alsace, a region of northeastern France sharing borders with Germany and Switzerland. Tender-hearted viewers, my name is Antoine, and I'm honored to be your host today. This inclusive European territory prays that the light of heaven will soothe your heart and uplift your life. Welcome to our show titled John Cox, Provider of Wheelchairs for Animal People. Today, we will introduce to you a man who spent 27 years as a deputy for the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office in Florida, USA. As he was approaching retirement, John Cox realized he had a special calling to solve mobility issues for disabled animal people and their caregivers. He founded a charitable organization for fundraising and partnered with a company that makes customized wheelchairs for our furry friends. In July 2022, Mr. Cox kindly granted our Supreme Master Qinghai International Association members permission to interview him about the project.
I did start a nonprofit called Ruck9. It stands for Rescuing Uniquely Created Canines. As you can see here, I have one of my wheelie warriors here, Maddie May, who is basically my poster child for my nonprofit. It's become quite the mission of my life now, to continue Ruck9 and just put as many dogs and any animal that needs my services in wheelies.
Like human beings, animal people are sometimes born with malformed body parts. They are also susceptible to injuries, inflammation, and illnesses affecting their ability to move freely and easily. Sadly, if such an individual becomes unattractive, requires constant attention or expensive medical treatment, they are often neglected or even worse, abandoned. Mattie May came to this world with deformed rear legs, and her first human family was not sensitive enough to her different needs. She was put up for adoption and blessed with new caregivers who got in touch with Ruck9. After receiving her first set of wheels, Mattie's mobility and quality of life improved tremendously. Mr. Cox believes these animal people deserve our best efforts to minimize their discomfort and make their lives more enjoyable.
Of all my wheelie warriors, they're either born with a disability, born with an injury, they get older, and as we call it, they lose their back ends. They have a need for assistance.
Rue is a disabled dog person who received a new lease on life. After a stroke, she lost the use of her front legs. Her caregiver at the time could not provide for her needs and delivered her to a county shelter. Michelle Sampson, founder and president of Gimme Shelter Pet Adoption in Florida, USA, discovered Rue and arranged to take responsibility for her an hour before she was scheduled to be euthanized. Miss Sampson then learned about Rock 9. Before long, Rue was fitted with a cart and started living a dog person's life again. Miss Sampson is so glad and grateful that she connected with Mr. Cox. Now she helps spread the word about his free wheelchair service.
It helps them become the animal they were meant to be. It just helps them become, to get around, to be more mobile, to run and be the dog, the cat, whatever that animal needs to be. That's what these are. It's just a matter of, I want those animals to feel like the animal they were born to be and want that the rest of their lives, if it's for years, if it's for days, if it's for weeks.
This kind-hearted gentleman started his journey helping special needs animal people in the spring of 2021. As of the day he spoke on camera for us, his charity had already improved the lives of 82 canine characters, 4 cat people, plus a duck, a goat, and a goose person. The goal of Rock 9 is to increase awareness and raise funds for providing more custom-made wheelchairs. When he's not responding to inquiries or processing requests for equipment, Mr. Cox is busy working on publicity and fundraising ideas. For example, last year he challenged himself to walk his age, 56 miles, about 90 kilometers, for his 56 years while wearing a rucksack weighing 30 pounds or 13.6 kilograms. His strategy was to cover a 5.6 mile or 9 kilometer loop in his hometown, rest for 6 hours, and then do it again for a total of 10 circuits in a little over 48 hours. People came out to encourage the former college football player and pledged donations to Rock 9.
We eat the flesh of the animal for the life it contains, yet the fact is that life has disappeared in its highest degree. There is left only a lot of corpse cells in various stages of corruption and decay. Charles Fillmore, vegetarian.
Perhaps there is a furry friend next to you now who would love to have a treat and a fresh bowl of water. Let us pause to express a little appreciation for their company, and then we will be right back. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome to the continuation of our program about John Cox, provider of wheelchairs for animal people, on Supreme Master Television. Once Mr. Cox became aware of the need for personalized mobility devices and established his public charity, he partnered with a company called Walking Pets by HandicappedPets.com in New Hampshire, USA. It was founded on a belief in the oneness of all life and the touching outcomes that are possible when one sentient being shows loving kindness toward another. Since 2001, the firm has focused on designing products that help disabled, injured, and aging animal people live happier lives. Its range of goods includes diapers, hip support systems, orthotics, wheelchairs, and more. For many of our cherished pals, aids like these can mean many additional years of fulfilling companionship.
And I can't say enough about this company that makes these wheelies. They have been it's a family partnership that we have, that they have taken me under their wing. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started this 14 months ago. I raised a little bit of money. I Googled doggy wheelchair, and this company came up, and I talked to them. And about the third wheelchair that I ordered, they were like, "What are you doing? Who are you and what are you doing?" And since then, out of the almost 90 some wheelies that they have provided to me, it's just, like I said, it's become an absolute family relationship.
Choosing the right mobility equipment can be daunting for a concerned but inexperienced caregiver. Even if they believe their furry friend would benefit from support, they may not know whether 2 wheels or 4 are needed. Fortunately, the wheelchair frames that Walking Pets makes are convertible. Additionally, they are available in several sizes with different kinds of wheels, and they are adjustable for height, width, and length. When people contact Mr. Cox through his Rock9 website or Facebook page, he knows what questions to ask so that the wheelie the beloved companion gets is a perfect fit. But his favorite part of the conversation is when they ask how much it will cost.
And the absolute coolest thing about Rock9 is to then turn around and say, it's not going to cost you a penny. I am going to take care of everything.
The charity participated in the annual Sup and Run 5K event in Sarasota, Florida, on April 30th, 2022. Stand-up paddleboarders raced on a lake and runners competed on a course around its perimeter. The most daring athletes did both, while other attendees were welcome to walk. Approximately 1,000 people showed up, including 2 representatives from Walking Pets. Many wheelie warriors were there with their caregivers, including Mattie May and Rue. Not only did Rock9 receive a portion of the proceeds that day, but it was an excellent opportunity for Mr. Cox to talk to the crowd about his noble endeavor.
When it comes to donations, what my job is I try to get people to donate for the cause. We have done some events. Every penny that comes in goes back out with the dogs, and I can't thank people enough for when they do donate. And again, the more my pot of gold that's full, the more wheelies are able to go out and help these animals.
At the end of the interview, Mr. Cox offered some closing comments about loving relationships between humans and animal people.
There's animals in our lives. They can be pets, they can be whatever. Pets, dogs, cats, birds, whatever that animal is to you, it becomes that family member. Just take care of them, love them. There's that unconditional love that dogs can bring, that animals bring to you. When something happens to your animal, just treat it like you would any other being.
We send a heartfelt thank you to John Cox and his team for supporting caregivers who want to enhance the life of their adopted animal person. May humans show more kindness to all co-inhabitants so that peace may finally permeate our planet. For more information about John Cox and his organization, please visit rock9.com.
No to vegan, because your IQ is too low. You can't even spell it.
Blessed viewers, we are grateful that you joined us for today's show. Coming up next is Chris Tucker, Vegan Baker of Goodness, Part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May you and your family be showered with heaven's love and protection.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.